Hello, my name is Devin Thomas. I'm with Spring Fiscal Agent LLC. Today, we are going to be walking through entering your time on the timesheets on the Ambercron Manager web portal. Now, this is one of two ways that you could do your time when it comes to serving your particular child. This is going to be from the perspective of the employee. There will be a separate video for those of the parents that need to approve of this time that's being entered currently. So I'm going to share my screen here. And the first document that you're going to see on the left-hand side is going to be the notice that was sent out in order to download either the app on your phone or accessing the actual web portal via a web browser, which this can also be done on your phone. If you use web browsers on your phone, you can also do the same thing on your phone, on your cell phone device. So the first thing that I would like to note in here, it is very crucial that you read through this so that you are doing your time correctly and that there's no corrections that need to be made after the fact. So this is the biggest part of when we're doing our time. In the timesheet web portal, there will be a checkbox for each of the codes that you are assigned for the particular child that you serve. So if you have multiple codes for a child, you will need to check the box for whichever service you are providing for that time. Now, in this case, we are going to access the portal. So you ask, how do we get to this portal? In this PDF document, it says you may manage the time directly through the web portal using this direct link. Do not click from the PDF. You will have to hand type time.ambercronmanager.com. When you type that into your browser and click enter, it will take you to the dashboard that we need to access. So with this, the site ID will remain the same on the web portal as well as on the phone application. So this SFA 001 is the site ID across the board. The one item that you will need as the employee from the parent is an EVV pin. This pin was sent out to the parents in order to provide to you as the employee. So once you receive this EVV pin, make sure that you save it or either have it in your notes on your phone so that you always know how to log in. So in this case, I'm going to pull up what my EVV pin was. So my EVV pin was communicated to be 1701. So now I'm going to go in to here because it's pre-saved, which you can do that also on your browsers or on your cellular device. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to enter 1701. Check the eyeball. Looks like I typed it right. Log in. From here, this is the home screen where you'll see you are logged in and you are working for whichever child it is. In this case, I'm working for the consumer demo. With this, you will double click the timesheets button and it'll bring you to your timesheets listed out. So in this case, I'm going to click on March 1st to March 15th. Here is the pay start date. Here is the pay end date. So I'm going to double click in that box and it will take me now to this screen. This screen is where you will be entering your time. Now in this portal, you will have to look on the left-hand side for these arrows where you will then be able to enter time for the particular consumer. So in this case, when you are entering time, be conscious of what you are putting in for AM, PM. So AM is going to be listed at top and then bottom is going to be PM. So in this case, I'm going to change my time because 12:05 to 12:05 doesn't give me any kind of hours here. So I'm going to say I actually was in at 10 a.m. and I clocked out at 6 p.m. And you can see in real time the total hours updated above, which is good. So then you can kind of keep track of, all right, that looks right to me. It's doing the math for me. I'm good on how many hours I'm trying to charge. The crucial part of the note in the PDF is to mark your tasks, especially if you have two different codes. So in this case, this consumer does have two different codes. So there's personal support and respite. In this case, I accidentally checked the personal support when in actuality, I served as respite care for this time and day. So I'm going to uncheck the first box and check the respite care box. Please only check one box. It allows you to check both, but only check one. This will cause you from not having to make any corrections or having the parents catch any of this to then backtrack and make corrections. So one care item for each line that you're entering time for. So in this case, I click respite and close. So from here, we always have to make sure that we are saving. So if you look down below, scroll down in the bottom of the screen, you'll see save. Now, approval pin, approve all is for the parent. You as the employee do not have that pin and you are not able to approve anytime. So with this being the case, we just want to, as the employee, save our timesheet and it'll tell you timesheet is saved. So from there, we know that we're good and don't need to do anything more but log out and continue on our way. Now, in this case, if I were to go back up here, you can go back and change. So you can go, say, for this line item that I had logged in, I have it over two different, say that I actually logged in at 6 a.m. So I'm here at 6 a.m. and then I'm going to go till 8 a.m. So from doing that, you can see again the total hours updated. So now I have 10 hours. I click on my task and I want to make sure I have the right one. In this case, I'm fine with personal support. I did provide personal support for this. So I want to make sure to check that box, close. Now, if I don't go down and save, this change will not remain. So let's go back and say I forgot to save. So if I click back in here and then I click on the left-hand side toggle, you're going to see that old time that was in there. So it's crucial for you to check the box of task for the code that you are trying to charge or the code that you are providing the service, and also saving your time to make sure it's reflected in the system. So with that being the case, I have to go back here, make sure I change it to 6 a.m. And then I want to go to 8 a.m., look at my tasks. Looks like personal support's still there, checking it, and then saving. After you see the timesheet saved on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you are good to go. Make sure that you look for that notice so that you are confirming that you did save your time. So if I go back into the main screen here and say I just want to make sure that my time saved. So I click back into that timesheet and lo and behold, 6 a.m., 8 a.m., my time is saved. And that has recorded my time for this particular consumer. Now, the other aspect of this is going to be if you have multiple consumers, you will have separate EVV pins for each consumer that you serve. So with that being the case, you have to make sure to keep an organized idea of what your numbers are and who those numbers are for, because that is what's going to reflect the time that you are charging to that particular child when you are providing the service. So from there, I'm going to log out and I am done. I have recorded my time. I am now going to inform the parent that I have entered my time, saved my time, and they may review and approve of the time that I spent and the time that I recorded. As I stated previously, you are also able to get to this particular dashboard or web portal an alternative way besides typing in the time period ambercronmanager.com. You can also go through our subsidiary website, which is going to be absracine.squarespace.com/DDIS dash spring FA. Now, this website is also going to provide direct links to download the mobile app Ambercron Manager for Google Play or Android devices and for Apple devices. Then below there is going to be the DDIS online timesheet website. Clicking on this will take you directly back to the web portal to enter your time. We also have a Ambercron Manager tutorial YouTube page, which walks you through the app itself. So the app is what we are going to then talk about now. The app on your phone is for punching in and punching out functionality only. You cannot go in and edit your time through the app on your phone. However, the information that you are putting on your phone or what you're punching in, punching out is reflected in the web portal. So that means everything you're doing on your phone is going to be on the web portal. And if something happens where you forgot to punch out and you're like, oh, darn, I need to go in and change my time, you can go into the web portal, find the line that you had punched in and punched out, and manipulate that time for whatever it needs to be. From that point, I would like to say thank you for watching. And this timesheet portal will modernize our recording and hopefully be easy in terms of understanding. But again, DDIS and myself are here to assist you to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time.